So it's daybreak and I've been awake since 4 in the morning, tossing and turning because of cold spots in my sleeping bag. It's been a good bag for 20 years, but it is definitely breaking down. I have got to do something about it. Well, good morning and welcome to day 6. That's day 6 without a shower, as well as being on the trail. So today I'm hiking out to a trailhead and I'm expecting to meet my friends either tonight or they may come in tomorrow. I hope they make it in tonight because that means I'll have an easy ride in to Lone Pine tomorrow to take care of my equipment issues and a bunch of other little errands. So because I'm headed back to civilization and it has been 6 days without a shower, I know. I'm gonna sort of clean up with these. These are, I usually carry some, little pack of cleansing wipes with me. I'll clean up as much as possible to be not so appalling to my friends when they see me. Basically, I've gone kind of feral. My hair is really greasy. That's why you never see it. Oh, I have a solution for that. It's called dry shampoo, and it's not $25 a bottle. It's Johnson's baby powder. It is the original dry shampoo. So I'm gonna slather this in my hair and hopefully I won't look completely ragged when I show up at the trailhead. Oh my God, 6:30 a.m. sunshine. It's awesome. Thank you, universe. Okay, how does that look? So I'm all watered up and back on the trail again. Originally I had planned to go out through Milky Pass, can't remember the name. That would have been a 7-mile trip to the trailhead. It looked scenic, but I was reading the comments on gut hooks and it seems like it's sort of a necessary detour, although PCT hikers are all about the shortest possible route. But interestingly, it goes up, it goes down, and then it goes back up again. And for me, I think it's 500 or 600 feet back up. And for me, that would be in the heat of the afternoon. So, I don't know how I'll feel about that. So I'm going to decide when I get to the junction. Also, my blisters are still hurting. Every night I pop them and every morning they've all contracted or whatever they do. This morning they seem to be a little more like they've moved along. I washed them, I taped them up with the Luca tape, and I'm trying to walk in such a way that I don't aggravate them. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't really talked much about pain. Pain is kind of a constant. The first day, I had some general aches and pains. The feet and, that's a pretty background for you to look at. The feet and my hips. My shoulders, I think, have been taking the brunt of it because these shoulder pads, well, you can see I've got a fleece underneath them because I don't know if you can see that. They're old. This is an old backpack. It's from the 90s, like a lot of my gear. At the time, it was one of the lightest things you could buy. It's 1.9 pounds, which is good, but the padding isn't like it is now. And look at the waist belt. I mean, it's just a little band. It's not even padded at all. So, my hips have been doing pretty well. My shoulders hurt, my feet hurt. It's all manageable. It's worth it to see the views. I think the most annoying thing right now are the blisters, which I have to tend to. So somebody once said to me, make pain your friend and you'll never be alone. So that's how I try to look at it. These pains are old friends and I'm glad to have them back because it means I'm doing something fun. I will say one more thing about pain. I feel like I'm having far less pain this trip than I did last time. I think one, because I've trained better for this trip, but two, it's that neo rest. I'm not sleeping on the cold hard ground, so I'm not having all this achy bone pains that I had last time. So that sleep system that I've got going has been fantastic, and I think it's making a huge difference. That's where it came from. That's the way down, and my way is up. So I'm getting to the top of something here. I can feel the breeze. It feels so nice. It's been hot in the sun, even though it's still morning. Oh man, there's some more up. Oh well, at least this is, I can't talk. Oh well, at least I can see sky. That's always a good sign. And there's where I was yesterday, having lunch, looking at these mountains. Couldn't help going off trail to check out the view. And that canyon there is the direction I'm headed in days to come. So beautiful, you probably can't see it, but there's a great meadow down there. And this is a pretty interesting little spot. All these weird rock formations. Like this one's a perfect little windbreak for camping. And over there, great spot for a fire. Okay, on we go. Ooh, horse pillows. My feet love these. They're so squishy. It's like walking on pillows. So I'm here at the pass, the Mulkey Pass, and I've decided not to do it because there's no clear water source and it's longer and it has a hot uphill climb at the very end. And it's warming up already and I'm going through my water, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take the shorter trail pass exit, which is, I guess, maybe another mile up the road or something like that. And it looks like there might be water on that path too, if I need it. So that's the plan, and then I'll get into camp a little earlier and I can have more time to find a good spot, because I want to find a good spot that's good for all three of us. There is water at Horseshoe Meadows. They have pit toilets, they have trash, and they have spigots, so that's really good news. I guess, you know, it's an equestrian camp. We're supposed to drink a lot of water, so I should have known there'd be water there. So we're all set on water for the day. Okay, time to breathe and then move on. Stopping to do the water thing. Look at the scar on this tree. Why? How did it get there? And why does it stop right there? Can you see the moon? Snack time. These are really good. There's a lot of hair in that poop. Coyote? Kitty? This way. can smell the willow here. Somewhere in there there's water. And there's mosquitoes. Just a few. Columbine. This is pretty. Horseshoe Meadows. Look at those mountains. So pretty. Whoa. What lives here? I'm guessing marmots? My first log crossing. Pretty civilized log, I must say. The cute path. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This is my favorite thing about the Sierras. These meadows and streams. Okay, so I'm here at Horseshoe Meadows and I got in earlier in the afternoon. I actually walked up to where the hiker parking is, and there's a pit toilet and a faucet and some bear food lockers, and I ran into Steppenwolf, aka Neil, who is this really cool guy I met on the first day I was hiking up from Kennedy Meadows. I met him around lunchtime at the bridge, and he was the guy I told you that had gone through the stroke and recovery and all that. So it was really cool to run into him again, and he was trying to figure out how to make his bear can work, and he's been hopping around the trail doing it different ways, and so he was trying to figure out what his next step was. And anyway, so we hung out for a while, and there was a really cool day hiker who came by, and his name was Greg, and he was so nice. He gave us a whole box of Cheez-Its. Yeah, Cheez-Its. You know, and normally in real life, I don't like Cheez-Its. They're just, that's kid food, it's gross. But boy, after a long hot hike, they tasted great. So we sat and ate Cheez-Its and talked about hiking and trails and life and all kinds of stuff. I mean, for a while there. So it was pretty cool. Then after that, I decided I should probably go find a campsite. And as far as, this is windy. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it. Here, I don't know. Maybe this will be better. So, I don't know if I should keep talking or if I should stop and wait for the wind to come or go, because the wind's so weird here. It just sort of comes up out of nowhere, and then it's really strong, and then it goes away like nothing happened. Anyway, so I'm a little bit in the dark about what's happening with Charlotte and Denise, who might be coming tonight or who might be coming tomorrow. I don't have cell service here, so I asked Ted, the hubby, if he could maybe text her and ask her if she's coming tonight, but I'm not sure he's getting my reply text on the Dorma. He seems to get the first reply text, but I'm not sure he's getting the follow-on reply text. And I don't have him in my contacts, so I'm not really sure how to do a new message. I just barely learned how to use this thing before we left. Anyway, so, you know, if they arrive, I'll be on the lookout for them. If not, my plan will be to hitch into town tomorrow and try to deal with my gear issues. And I keep hearing cows. I came over here actually because I wanted to see if I could see where the cows were. what? I can't see the cows. They're just mooing. I don't know why. I thought maybe some cowboys were herding them or something, but who knows. But there's a lot of people out there fishing and walking around and stuff. Anyway, this is a really cool jumping off point for like tons of hikes all over the area. So I'm gonna have to come back here sometime, do some more trips. I walked around this area, this trailhead area, and you know, I thought I'd look around to see if maybe Charlotte and Denise had arrived and had camped somewhere else. And in doing so, I realized that there was like an official walk-in campground that I completely didn't know about. So then I was like, oh man, am I supposed to fill out a little envelope? But the envelope involved having a car, and so I just figured, well, you know, if a ranger comes by and says this is a problem, I'll just try to pay him, but I don't have any change. All I have are 20s. So I'm just kind of hoping that maybe they just let the thru-hikers wild camp. And yeah, I didn't make contact with Charlotte and Denise. I don't know if they're here now. I don't know if they're coming tomorrow. Charlotte does have my resupply box, so it's pretty important that I hook up with her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack up everything tomorrow, and I'm just going to hitchhike into town, and I'm just going to take care of my errands. I got to power up everything. I got to go to the gear store and deal with the, you know, equipment issues. The sleeping bag is a real problem. I either need to buy one there or I need to have one Amazon to me in Independence. So if they're like outrageously expensive in town, then I'll go the Amazon route because I'll have a week to get it there. And then my shoes, I think they're going to work out. I think the single sock method is probably the way to go, and I think the toe that's being pressed on, I think I must be breaking in the shoe because I don't think it's a problem with the one sock. And my blisters are moving along. I think they're progressing into calluses, so I think the shoes will be okay. And it's about 8:30 now, so I'm gonna say good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm here at Crabtree.